Ready to spice up your summer with some thriller reading? I have curated a list that is perfect for reading next to campfires, on a beach, or on your couch while it's beautiful outside. I see you guys too. Also, if we haven't met yet, hi, I'm Rachel. Welcome to my corner of the internet where we enjoy good stories and aspire to think well about them. These books are perfect for long summer nights, and I've curated this list based off of 3 criteria. Number 1, it has to be fast-paced with a lot of twists because for some reason my attention span in the summer is like a goldfish. Number 2, it has to be escapist. I was gonna make them all set in the summer, but then I was like, I feel like the summer reading time is more so just for books that are outside of our norm, just something fun and different. So, escapist. Number 3, it has to be fun or witty in some way. So, these books all fit 2 of the 3 criteria. Not all of them fit all 3, but I tried to fit them to at least two out of 3. Number 1, Not Quite Dead Yet by Holly Jackson. This is releasing July 22nd of this year. 2025, so I don't know what year you're watching this. I'll read the blurb to you word for word because it's pretty good. Okay. I'm already off to a bad start. Holly Jackson presents a twisty thriller about Jet Mason, a young woman who, after a violent attack, only has 7 days before a fatal aneurysm claims her life. Determined to uncover her attacker, Jet embarks on a race against time to solve her own impending murder. That's wild. Can you imagine trying to solve your own murder? Sounds like a very interesting book. I am seated. Number 2 is With a Vengeance by Riley Sager. Riley Sager is one of those authors that I will keep coming back to every single time. I have been disappointed by his books in the past. I hope I'm not disappointed by this one. It sounds really good. So this book is about Anna Matheson, who boards a luxury train to confront those who destroyed her family 12 years prior. However, when a passenger is murdered, Anna must navigate a deadly game of survival and revenge as she hunts a killer among them. It's set in the 50s, which I just feel like is so fun, and I love reading books that are set in other times, especially when there's like some twisty element to it. Yeah, like I said before, Riley Sager is just a fun author because sometimes he throws in twists in there that are like completely out of the blue, and I hope this book is as twisty as his last books, so it'd be really fun. The next book is Welcome to Murder Week by Karen Dukes. Sounds like just such a fun, campy story. Okay, my camera died, so frame might look a little different, but we're back. This is about a woman who flies to England to take part in a murder mystery simulation, basically a murder mystery summer camp. And the lines between truth and reality start to blur. Sounds fun. Sounds spooky. Sounds like summer camp for true crime enthusiasts. The next book on my Summer Thriller TBR is The Feathered Bone by Julie Cantrell. This is about a woman who chaperones her daughter's trip to New Orleans, and then her daughter's best friend goes missing. And apparently it's really heart-wrenching in a lot of ways and pretty dark, but it sounds like there's a lot of hope at the end, and it ends in a way that just explores the human condition well and the way that we deal with grief and tragedy, and it just sounds like a really good read. Okay, next on the list is The Appeal by Janice Hallett. It is done in the form of letters written between 2 lawyers who are figuring out this case about community rallying around a sick child, but when escalating lies leads to a dead body, everyone is a suspect. Sounds really fun. Sounds kind of like Encyclopedia Brown for adults. A lot of the reviews on this book are like, I had so much fun figuring this out on my own. Like, they gave you everything and you just have to like piece all the clues together. I do not think I will be able to do that because I do not think that my brain is sharp enough for that, but I think it would be a really fun read. Next on the list is Listen for the Lie by Amy Tintera. This is about a woman who is basically accused of her best friend's murder because she shows up one night covered in her blood, and the story begins with her returning to her hometown years after that incident, and it kind of reopens some old wounds. This sounds fascinating. It sounds a little bit like A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, where the wrong person has been accused for all these years. At least the whole town believes that this person was guilty. It also sounds a little bit like That's Not by Name by Megan Lally, which was a fantastic book. So I'm excited to try this one. Next we have a bit of a cozy mystery, and it's The Thursday Murder Club by Richard Osman. I started this book and then I wasn't able to finish it a couple months ago, but I want to get back to it because it is so sweet, and it's set in a retirement home and it's basically a bunch of people in the retirement home rally together to solve a murder case. And it sounds a little bit like Only Murders in the Building, with a lot of really fun friendships. Last but not least, we have The Last One at the Wedding. This is the same guy who wrote Hidden Pictures, if you guys have read that one. That one is very twisty, like very interesting plot twist at the end. So I'm hoping the same thing goes for this novel. The blurb says, estranged father Fred Sadzowski is overjoyed when his daughter Maggie invites him to her lavish wedding after 3 years of silence. However, as he arrives at the secluded estate, Frank uncovers unsettling secrets about his daughter's fiance and his powerful family, leading him to question whether Maggie is walking into a dream or a nightmare. Fascinating. I love thriller books that are set at weddings, especially in the summer. There's just something so interesting about it. I feel like it's just such a stark dichotomy between this beautiful thing that's supposed to be like the most beautiful, amazing day of your life and like the worst thing that could ever happen to someone. And there's something fascinating about that. What does that say about the human psyche? I don't know. But thanks for sticking around for the comprehensive list of thrillers that I want to read this summer. If you've made it this far, please comment what your top of the list book is that you have to read this summer, like whether it makes you feel summery and fun and escapist, or whether it's an insane plot twist book that you want to read. Be sure to like and subscribe. It means the world to me, and I'll see you next time. Go make some good stories.